What's going on, guys? My name is Zentek and welcome to Learning the Game. This is a new series I will be starting on my channel dedicated to guiding you through the WarThunder world and helping you along the way as you progress through the game. This series will cover a wide variety of aspects of the game, and my sincere hope is that this series helps you in many ways. I hope I can present a series of video guides that will follow right along with your progression in the game. If there is something you are specifically looking for help with at this very moment in time and I have yet to cover it in this series, you can always check the forums or check to see if it is in my beginner tutorial and guide video series, which I will link in the description below. If you've seen my beginner guide video series, you might be asking, what is different about this series? Well, for one thing, it's up to date. This series also aims to specifically track alongside new players as they come into the game and as they progress through the game. These videos will be concise and informative. My goal is to help players however I can. I will cover more in-depth aspects of the game later in the video series, but first we need to cover some very basic introductory things. Today's episode of Learning the Game will feature a look at the very basics of just starting out in WarThunder. My hope is that this video makes things clear to you, guides you through the beginning steps in the game, and provides you with a great starting experience. So let's dive right into it. After you've signed up, downloaded, and installed the game, and then logged in, you will be prompted with an agreement you can read through and then accept. After you've accepted, the interface will change and a window will appear with a selection screen. At the screen, you are able to choose a starting nation. If you select a nation by accident, no worries, you will be able to unlock the other nation as you progress through the game. As you can see, if you try to select another nation at the initial start, you get a message that says you can unlock these nations after completing in 9 battles, but only battles where RP, or research points, which we'll talk about later on, is gained, such as arcade battles, realistic battles, and simulator battles. In the list of nations, we have the USA, Germany, Russia, the British, and Japan. Remember, the nation you pick will be the one you start with, and you will also receive a special reward plane for picking the nation after your first battle. One question you might ask initially is, how can I know the differences between the nations without being able to view or see plain information for each nation before I choose? To help you decide what nation to start with, I will share some information with you about the nations available, and you can make the decision on your own on which one you want to choose to start the game with. The first thing to note is that you will start off with reserve planes, which are some of the weakest planes in game in regards to things like the speed of the plane, the weaponry or armament of each plane, the maneuverability, and various other aspects. At the start of the game, you will be matched against similar opponents in terms of skill and planes, so you will have a relatively even playing field and you should be able to progress through the early game easily once you learn the basics. In order to figure out what nation you might want to choose first, I'm going to show you the stats of the individual nations, and maybe you can make a decision from that, or maybe you can choose whatever one you want to represent out of a personal interest. So let's take a look at each of the nations. The US reserve planes maneuver moderately well, have a decent max speed, climb, and dive rate, and 2 of the reserve planes come equipped with 2 7.62mm machine guns with 1,000 rounds of ammo, and one of the reserves comes equipped with 1 7.62mm machine gun with 500 rounds of ammo, and 1 12.7mm machine gun with 200 rounds of ammo. Given the reserve planes are weaker planes in terms of the ability to be destroyed, this 12.7mm machine gun can destroy the enemies with ease in some cases. Keep in mind though that this only has 200 rounds of ammunition. The German reserve planes have a slower top speed than that of the US planes. They turn and maneuver rather well, and they come equipped with 2 7.92mm machine guns with 1,000 rounds of ammo. The Russian reserve planes have a great top speed, very quick turn time and easy maneuverability, good rate of climb, and come equipped with 4 fast-firing 7.62mm machine guns with 3,000 rounds of ammo, which might mean that they can stay in combat longer and possibly be in more engagements. The British reserves have a good top speed, they maneuver rather well, and have a decent climb rate, and they come equipped with 2 7.7mm machine guns with 1,200 rounds of ammo. I think you'll find that most of the reserve planes operate and function and maneuver about the same way. There are a couple exceptions to that rule, but I think you'll notice that there is similarities between all of them. The Japanese reserve planes have a great top speed, decent turn time and maneuverability, and come equipped with 2 7.7mm machine guns, but only with 900 rounds of ammo. When you are deciding which nation to choose first, keep in mind the weaponry of the plane and the amount of ammo each plane has. Also, weigh things such as if the plane has anything special, such as the US line with the 1 reserve with a 12.7mm machine gun, or the 4 fast-firing machine guns of the Russian reserves, and whether or not those might be things you are interested in early on. Also, I think it's important to consider the top speeds of each nation's planes, as this might dictate whether you can outrun some of them, outdive them, or catch up to them. I think it's also important to know and remember that what you might see and experience with these early tier games might change with each nation as you progress to later tier gameplay. Armament, turn time, dive speed, and climb rate, and all other aspects of the planes all might change as you progress through the game. Hopefully with what I've just said, this helps you in your decision on what nation to pick first. But remember, you have the ability to unlock each nation as you progress. So if you can't decide what nation to pick at first, just go for one at random, pick one. And then after you unlock the other nations, you can test them all out. So after you unlock them, try them all out. My advice is to just test them, try them, figure out which nation or nations you prefer to play, which one plays to your personal playstyle the best. Alright, so after you've selected that initial nation, you will notice things all over the interface window, and I'll try to go through and guide you through those things and explain those to you right now. In the interface at the top of the screen, you will notice several things. The menu, if you click menu, it brings up several other things. Let's start with the game options area. The game options area brings up a window with options to change measurement units, gun targeting distance, and plenty more. Now I might talk about the main interface areas in another video, but for right now, I will briefly explain each one of those to you right now. The interface tab allows you to change interface options such as your crosshair, indicators, and more. Under the Sound tab, this allows you to control game volume options. The Voice Chat tab allows you to configure voice chat so that you can chat with the squad you form or join, or squadron members if you join a squadron. Under the Social tab, you'll find the ability to share information with your friends, or you can set up the ability to live stream your gameplay through Twitch. So going back to the menu, you will also see the controls area. I would recommend setting up personal controls and figuring out what you want for controls. You might have to do some tutorials or in-game test flights to figure out what controls work best for you. In the menu, you will also notice Encyclopedia. This is a great tool and resource for learning about various game options and what they mean, learning about various game modes, what the various controls do and what they mean. You can learn about tactics for battle. Under the Stunts tab, you can learn about various maneuvers. Under History, you can learn about the various historical events, and under the Ammunition tab, you can learn about the various types of ammo. I will try to talk more about these specific areas of interest in later videos, but for now, remember you can also look through my beginner tutorial and guide video series, which will be linked in the description below the video player. Under the menu, we also see the Leaderboards area, which shows the current leaderboard standings of the players in game. The Squadrons tab is where you can set up or search for a squadron, see their member rosters, apply to become a member of the squadron, and check out the squadron leaderboard standings. In the menu, you will also notice a section called the Replays. The Replay section allows you to watch your latest battles in a replay setting. And then also in the menu area, you see the Benchmark area where you can benchmark your system, and then you can also invite your friends to play. If you send the link it gives you to your friends or share it somewhere, for each person who registers through that link, you will receive 50 Golden Eagles. Now you might ask, what are Golden Eagles? Well, we're going to talk about that right now. We will come back to the other things in the menu in later videos as they are important aspects of the game and can benefit you greatly when you're starting out. So, looking at the top of the interface window again, you will notice other things up there as well. If you click on your name, you will notice another window that comes up showing you your overall progress in terms of level, the amount of planes you have, your stats for battle, your standings on the leaderboard, and more. You will also notice several other tabs that allow you to track individual progress of each plane, your unlocks and your awards, and more. You can also change your account name by clicking Change Nickname or log out back to the menu by clicking Switch User. The next tab in the interface is your Contacts tab. This chat allows you to do things like search for friends, or see if your friends are online, or you can even blacklist or block players. Right next to that is a chat bubble icon, and this is your chat tab, and if you click that, you can see the general chat, your squadron chat if you are in one, you can create a chat room, and you can view your active squad info if available. The next tab is your messaging area, which shows you things like your battle report summaries, your purchases and advancements, your achievements and your awards, crew unlocks, and store purchases. The next section at the top is the currency area. The first icon represents convertible research points, which is your accumulated additional research points that can be used to convert progress towards unlocking new planes. Research points Researching modification, researching planes, that's a huge area of discussion and will probably require an entire video to talk about. So I think I'm probably going to have to talk about that in a later video. The next tab represents the Silver Lion currency, which are used to purchase new planes as well as modifications. After each battle, you'll be rewarded Silver Lions as well as research points, which can be used towards your next plane as well as for modification research. If you click on the Silver Lions tab, a window will appear that shows you the ability to purchase Silver Lions using Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles are the game's premium currency that you can purchase for real-life money, or if you are lucky enough, you can earn some through challenges and certain event awards. You can also earn Golden Eagles through friend registration invites as well as through some tutorials, which I will talk about in a later video. If you click the Golden Eagles tab, you can see the various amounts you can purchase. The next icon at the top is the premium account information section. Hovering over it will show you the remaining days of premium if you have any available. If you click the tab, you can read about how a premium account is a type of elite membership in the game that allows you to receive additional bonuses, including a 200% research points in all game modes, 150% line reward for active actions in random battles, and reward in other game modes, as well as a 200% bonus reward for battle time in random battles. Also in fine print below that, there is an increase in the limit of dynamic campaign missions which give rewards, allows you to make a squad consisting of more than 2 players, and provides you 4 slots for decals. You can purchase an amount of time here as well using Golden Eagles. The next tab at the top is the Shop tab, which shows you what we just talked about, allows you to purchase Golden Eagles, premium account days, lines, and view the main game store. If you click the store, another window will appear showing you special packages containing campaigns or bonus packs containing special planes, Golden Eagle amounts, and premium account time. Click the individual items to view the gifts and additional information on the packs. Then if you look at the bottom of the interface window, we notice several other various areas. The first thing that you might notice are the individual nation tabs, which will become unlocked after you progress through the game. Next, you will see the planes, the tabs above the planes, the ability to recruit an additional crew, as well as a research tab and the to battle tab. Given these will need extensive coverage, I will talk about crew slots, crew skills, researching planes, modifications, tutorials, and more in the next videos to come. Make sure to watch those videos as they will contain very vital information. With those things said, that's going to be it for this video. If you are a new player and new to the game, first off, welcome to the game. If things seem overwhelming at first, just sit back, relax, as you will find this game is very fun and can be very easy to learn. Stay positive and just have fun in the game. If you are new to the channel, welcome to my channel. Feel free to subscribe to stay up to date with when I release new WarThunder content. And if you like what you heard and saw in this video, click that thumbs up button to let others know. So thanks for watching, guys. My name is Ntech. I'll see you in the skies and soon on the battlefield. Look out for the next episode of Learning the Game.